Oh boy, it's that season once again, ladies and gentlemen. And they open the season against the Lakers as 3-point favorites. Let's go. But anyway, it's that time again. The time of what the heck are the Blazers going to do? Once again, the NBA is saying this team will not make the playoffs. Again. I'm going to be honest with you people. As a Blazers fan, I have no idea what to expect. I'm being serious. I don't know what to expect from the Blazers this year. Here's why I say that. When LaMarcus Aldridge left Portland, this is what people were saying. 22 wins season. Oh, wow. They became a 5 seed and won a playoff series. And somehow came close to beating the Warriors. Now I know what you're thinking, but 4-1 doesn't mean close. It's the scores that were close. In fact, scoring-wise, that was the closest series until the NBA Finals happened. Then the next year, so much high expectations. They were favored to win their division, to be a 4 seed, and they went to an 8 seed, and they lost in the first round. The next year, 8 seed, or not make the playoffs. They make the playoffs. 3rd seed, win its division, favor against the Pelicans. And then what happens, ladies and gentlemen? They got swept to the Pelicans. I think personally this is the team people need to start talking about, because no one can get any predictions right about this Portland Trail Blazers team. Nobody can. What do I expect Portland to be? Honestly, I think this team is still good enough to make the playoffs. I still think they are a good enough team to get that far. But the question is, can they get past the first round? I mean, they still kept their starting roster at players like Nick Stauskas, who is actually a decent three-point shooter, and Seth Curry, who needs to stay healthy, but he's still a decent three-point shooter. They lost guys like Pat Connaughton and Shabazz Napier, even though Nick Stauskas and Seth Curry are better than those two. It's just that Seth Curry has got to stay healthy. But the loss of the Blazers was at Davis, which really hurts the Blazers, because he led the NBA not just as the Blazers bench, but any bench player in rebounds. Zach Collins will be taking his place, and he is not that bad. Every year when people think something is bad to happen to this Blazer team, no one's talking about them or giving them credit. This is literally the 3rd time out of the last 4 years no one's giving them a shot. And what's happened through the last 3 years, the 3 times of those 4 years, the Blazers made the playoffs. What do I expect from them this year? Honestly, I do not know what to expect from this team. Do I think they'll win their division? No, because I think the Utah Jazz will win their division, and I think the Jazz are better than the Thunder and the Wolves and the Nuggets, and a little bit better than the Blazers. So I do not think this team will win its division. I think personally the Blazers will be either a 5 or 6 seed this year. And guess what's going to happen? A loss in the first round. This team really may have kept its starting lineup. Okay, that's good. Congrats. You kept your starting lineup. But that's the problem. You kept your starting lineup. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum and Jusuf Nurkic are Portland's big 3. Nurk is a decent center. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum are great players. Damian's your all-star. CJ has the potential to be one. It's just that he's got to get better on defense. Then you got the forwards. Oh my gosh. And that's the weakness of the Blazers this year. Literally, I want to know how the heck did Al-Farouq Aminu made the top 100 players. I really need to know, how is that possible? They have literally the worst forwards in the entire NBA, they say. And you know what? They're right. Honestly, this team is literally a forward away. And that's why I think next offseason they should try to bring back LaMarcus Aldridge or Julius Randle to come there. That is the problem. They can't for some odd reason. Honestly, if the Blazers miss the playoffs this year, it will be the last year we will see of Terry Stotts and Neil O'Shea. Because I am sick and tired of those guys. You guys seen my anger, my frustrations on those two. I want them gone. And hopefully, if they miss the playoffs or make the playoffs and get swept in the first round, they will both be gone. This team is literally every year being doubtful. And Damian Lillard just said today, don't count us out. Honestly, he's not wrong about that. And here's why. Every time we count them out, what's happened? They made the playoffs. Like literally after Aldridge left, they have made the playoffs every year. The problem is, this team has literally lost 10 straight playoff games. And I'm literally sick of it. I want this team to win. And you guys know I'm a Blazers fan. And if they do win the title this year, hardly doubt it. But if they ever do, I will literally cry in joy. But literally, can this team really get past the first round? I personally do believe this team, like I said, will be a 5 or 6 seed. Either going against the Houston Rockets or the Los Angeles Lakers. It's going to be, to me, one of those two teams they will have to play. Who wins that series between the two? To me, I think they have a better shot against the Lakers. I know it sounds stupid because of LeBron James, but hear me out. What else do the Lakers have that's not named LeBron James? Literally, nobody. Because the Lakers are one guy. One. There, to me, is no difference from last year's Cavs and this year's Lakers. To me, they are exactly the same because these teams are both literally one guy. And that's literally the only team that I think they could have a good chance. But there's a problem. They'll lose in the first round, okay? As much as I love this team, I do love this team. Don't get me wrong, going to games since 6 months old. Born to be a Blazers fan. This team has been disappointed for many times. When high expectations happen, they fall apart. Or when they're favored to win a playoff series, they fall apart. But sometimes when some people doubt them, like in last year's regular season, people are like, no playoff team, 8th seed. What happened? A 3rd seed, a division title. Don't get me wrong, I do not think this team will have like it once did last year. If that's the case, if that does happen, and the same results in the playoffs happen, things will have to change. Because literally, I think this team is literally a forward away from becoming a real NBA contender. This team is just a regular season team. I hate to admit it, but it's kind of true. What success have they had after Aldridge left? Only one playoff series win. 4 straight playoff appearances. But that's the problem. One series win. And it was against the Clippers. Let's be all for real. If the Clippers stayed healthy, they probably would have beaten the Blazers. But at this point, I have no idea what to expect from Portland. You guys may think they're probably going to be an 8th seed. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. This team is literally supposed to say 39 wins. I personally do not know what to expect because they keep doubting us wrong every single year. Go ahead, make your predictions on what seed they'll be or will they not make the playoffs. Go ahead and predict all that, but we know the truth. This team, you can never figure out. Neither can I. What do you guys think? What will the Blazers be this year? Because personally, I have no idea. Like I said before, are a 5 or 6 seed. I don't think this team can miss the playoffs. But if they do miss the playoffs, goodbye Neil and goodbye Stotts. I will literally be the happiest person on earth if that actually happens this year, if they let them go. Because literally, they've done nothing right. Especially you, Neil. Especially you. But what do you guys think? What will the Blazers be this year? Leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. Subscribe to me for more videos like this one. This is DGTV Tank Mode, signing off.